$3,000. Just let that number sit for a moment. That is when a major tech giant asked people to pay for a phone they decided to kill off only 3 months after it launched. It is one of the most brazen moves I have seen in the tech industry in years. This was not some accidental mistake or a simple supply chain issue. It was a calculated decision to let the public finish their homework for them. This massive triple folding device landed on the market in early 2026, and it looked like a total breakthrough. It featured a giant 10-inch screen that could fold twice. It was thinner than almost any other high-end device out there. The company called it engineering mastery. But if you look closely at the launch details, the red flags were waving everywhere. You could only buy it in one specific black color. There was only one storage option available. You could not even walk into a normal carrier store and pick one up or see it on display. You had to go directly to the manufacturer to buy it. They only produced about 30 or 40,000 units for the entire global market. To put that in perspective, the biggest phone companies in the world sell that many devices in just a few minutes of a launch window. This was never intended to be a mainstream product for regular people. It was a trophy. It was a way for them to prove a point to their competitors. But the problem is that the $3,000 price tag was very real for the people who actually bought it. Then the real-world durability testing started and things fell apart fast. This was the first device in this specific series of foldables to actually fail the standard bend tests. The screen told. The pixels went dark right in the center. The hinge snapped under the kind of pressure that every previous model had survived with ease. Independent labs found that the screen failed after about 144,000 folds. That sounds like a lot until you realize the company promised it would last for at least 200,000. That is a massive gap in quality and reliability. They fell 56,000 folds short of their own official marketing claim. It gets even worse when you look at the corporate response. A major news outlet eventually got a spokesperson to admit the truth. This triple folding phone was never meant to be a finished consumer product. It was a technology showcase. It was a proof of concept designed just to show that the hardware was possible to build. Those customers who dropped nearly $3,000 were not buying a premium phone. They were paying to join a live beta program they never actually signed up for. They were the crash test dummies for a very expensive experiment. The company officially pulled the plug on the device in March of 2026. That is only 90 days after it hit the shelves. 90 days of life before they discontinued it and moved on to the next big thing. They have already confirmed that the second version is in development for next year. The original was just a paid pilot program. The engineering is truly impressive, but charging that kind of money for unfinished hardware is wrong. It is a reminder that being an early adopter is more dangerous than ever. You are not just buying a piece of tech. You are funding a research department. If you see a product with a massive price and limited availability, stay away. Let someone else be the lab rat. Your money is too valuable to spend on a prototype that is going to be obsolete or broken in 3 months. Keep your eyes open for these traps, and do not let the flashy marketing distract you from the reality of the hardware.